SMART Model, Structured Goal Achievement by George Doran. Why do so many people stay busy, yet still make so little real progress? They work hard, they write plans, they attend meetings, they talk about goals, they promise that this month will be different. And yet somehow, weeks become months, months become years, and the same ambitions remain unfinished. The promotion never comes, the business target stays unmet, the personal development plan keeps getting delayed. The team still struggles with the same problems, not because people do not want success, but because wanting success is not the same as structuring success. Many goals fail long before the work even begins. Why? Because they were never clearly built, they were vague, loose, undefined, and vague goals create vague action. This is exactly what management consultant George Doran recognized. In 1981, he introduced one of the most practical and enduring goal-setting frameworks ever used in business and leadership, the SMART model. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, a 5-part system designed to turn ambition into organized execution. Because successful people do not simply wish for outcomes, they build goals that can actually be achieved. The core idea of the SMART model. At the center of SMART is one powerful truth. A goal that is not clearly designed is rarely clearly achieved. People often think they have a goal, when in reality they have a vague desire. I want to grow. I want better results. I want more confidence. I want the team to improve. These sound motivating, but they are not operational. The mind cannot act decisively on blurry targets, teams cannot align around undefined ambition, and leaders cannot measure progress against loose intention. SMART forces discipline before action begins. It asks the right questions before effort is wasted. So, what is the impact? SMART turns general desire into structured achievement. Specific. The first part is specific. What exactly are you trying to accomplish? This is where many people fail immediately. They say, I want to improve sales, but improve how? By how much? In which product line? With which customers? A specific goal removes uncertainty. For example, I want to increase repeat client sales in our training division. Now the target is visible. Specificity gives the brain something concrete to organize around. So what is the impact? Specific goals create clear direction. Measurable. Second is measurable. How will you know if progress is actually happening? Without measurement, people rely on assumptions. They feel active, they feel productive, but feelings are not evidence. A measurable goal introduces numbers, indicators, or visible checkpoints. For example, increase repeat client sales by 20%. Now progress can be tracked. Now performance can be evaluated. Now accountability exists. So what is the impact? What gets measured gets managed more effectively. That's achievable. Third is achievable. Can this realistically be done? Ambition is useful, fantasy is not. If a goal is wildly unrealistic, motivation collapses quickly. People stop believing, effort weakens, commitment fades. An achievable goal should stretch ability, but still remain credible, challenging enough to inspire, realistic enough to pursue. So what is the impact? People commit more strongly to goals they believe can be reached. Relevant. Fourth is relevant. Does this goal matter enough? Is it connected to bigger priorities? Does it serve the organization, the team, or personal development in a meaningful way? Many people stay busy chasing goals that look impressive, but create little strategic value. Relevance filters out pointless activity. It asks, why is this important now? For example, increasing repeat client sales may matter because it improves retention, profitability, and brand trust. Now the goal has purpose beyond the number. So what is the impact? Relevant goals ensure effort is invested where it counts. T. Time-bound. Finally, time-bound. By when must this happen? This is where urgency is created. Without deadlines, goals become permanent intentions. People say, soon, when things settle, eventually. But eventually rarely creates disciplined action. A time frame forces momentum. For example, increase repeat client sales by 20% within the next quarter. Now there is a clock, and clocks create movement. So, what is the impact? Deadlines turn ideas into priorities. Why the SMART model matters in the workplace. Organizations are filled with objectives, but many objectives fail because they are communicated badly. Managers say, let's do better. Leaders say, we need stronger results. Teams hear pressure, but not precision. SMART gives clarity where vague language creates drift. This is why SMART remains heavily used in performance management, project planning, leadership development, coaching conversations, sales targets, personal productivity planning. Because when goals are built properly, execution becomes far easier. Real workplace example. Imagine a leader says, we need to improve customer satisfaction. Good intention, poor structure. Now convert it through SMART. Specific. Improve customer satisfaction survey scores. Measurable by 15%. Achievable through response training and follow-up systems. Relevant to increase retention and referrals. Time-bound within 3 months. Suddenly, the statement is no longer motivational language. It becomes a working performance objective. That is SMART in action. Advantages and limitations of the SMART model. Advantages: creates clear direction, improves accountability, makes progress measurable, reduces vague planning, increases motivation through clarity, helps leaders communicate targets effectively. Limitations: can feel rigid if overused. Not all creative goals fit neat metrics. Some people focus too much on numbers and forget wider meaning requires honest review to stay effective. Still, its enduring power is simple. Clarity creates execution. Where SMART is used today. The SMART model is used globally in business management, education, planning, leadership coaching, employee appraisal systems, sales environments, personal development programs, project management. Anywhere goals matter, SMART remains one of the most trusted frameworks available. Key lesson: George T. Doran teaches us something many people learn too late. Motivation without structure produces very little. You can be enthusiastic, you can be determined, you can work incredibly hard, but if the goal itself is not clearly built, effort often leaks in every direction. Success is not only about working more, it is about aiming better. So ask yourself, are your goals truly designed for achievement, or are they simply well-worded wishes? Take a moment, pause and reflect. Grab a pen, pencil it down. Write the 5 words: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Then ask, which one is missing from the goals I am chasing right now? I hope this brought value to you, and I'm wishing you abundant success. Take a moment, pause for thought. What would you like to learn and explore next?